Moving right along here. Josh is getting into it, boy. Alright, so this is in. That's in. This welding's getting really, really, really nice. He's getting a lot of seat time for sure. So that's good. So that bar is up there. Welding that side and that one in. Then we'll do these two drop off, whatever you want to call these little small parts here. And we'll weld all the stuff into for the seat belt, the bottom, the top, the two studs that we're going to put on for the parachute mount, and put the seat in it, and make a little tab here for a seat belt, and then another piece here for the seat support. And then in the front, we got to make a couple of pieces for the steering column. And we'll start fitting the dash. A lot of work involved in building a race car, boys. But moving right along. Good?
Yeah.
I'm working the pedal over here for him. Got that bar all done. That one's tacked in. This one's tacked. He's welding the bottom of this one, and he's going to go weld the bottom of the other one. We need a little bit more heat from the plate to the chromoly. And then we have to do parachute mount and the seat support and the seat belt tab. I gotta find a seat. I gotta find another tab up. I gotta make one or find one. I think I have one already made up for the seat belt.
Okay.
Good. All right. Getting there. All right. Put that one in. Working on the next end. All right. Putting the stud back there for the seat belts behind your shoulder. Got the mount studs made for the parachute. The other thing made here, the buckle for the window nut. I'm gonna make up the window nut bar in the back with the other part of the buckle on it. And then we also have to put the seat back in its spot again, and then make a little extension on it for the seat support. Can't have the seat flopping around. It's got to be up against something. Okay. Alright, so I'm making the bracket for behind the seat.
And we can bolt the seat to that.
Support.
And this is going to get welded.
You unplug me.
Yeah. So. Hold on. Anyway, so this is going to get welded to the back on the bar. That'll get welded to this bracket we're making, and then the seat bolts to it. Okay? So that'll go right behind here. So got the bolt welded in for the seat belts, and we're making that piece.
Alright, well, we got these two pieces made up. So this piece is going to sit behind the seat like that. And then this piece is notched to fit against the pipe. The plate will go up it, this will all get welded to it, and then we just mark the seat. 2 little marks through the hole. And then just put 2 little 5/16 nuts and bolts. And the seat's going to stay in there, it gets bolted to it. So it'll get bolted to the floor and then bolted to all this. Alright, so stud for the seatbelt is on. Just got to finish welding up a couple more little things. Now, next thing we're going to do after the seat and all that's in place, then we're going to do the steering column. And we're going to make 2, like a little triangulated support or whatever on that. Figure that out. Alright, so got the steering column back in. I got little tabs made for that. And then a center tab in the middle. It'll go in the middle. We took the, whatever you call that, map light, dome light out. So we could stick the box up as high as we could get. Because if we left the dome light in, can't use it anyway. Because the box is blocking everything. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to cut this. I'm going to fold it here. So it'll be like an L. And the L will come off of... The L is going to come down like this. As an L. And then I'm going to put 2 sides on it. Diagonal corners on it. At the right height. That we measured them in there for. And then... If he likes it there, great. If not, we can always trim this back. Because I think it's going to want to go back a little bit. But we'll see. Alright. So I'm going to cut this piece up. Fold that. And actually what I'll do is I'll cut that piece off. Put it in there. Mark it. Make my 2 holes. To mount it to the actual column. And then we'll fold it. Make 2 angles. Little diagonal sides to it. Okay. Get that made up. Match the holes. Get some sides made up. Let me show you how I'm going to weld it up. Stick it in there. How's that?
Nice.
Okay. All right. So somebody made a comment. I appreciate all the comments. You keep leaving comments. Comments and likes make the channel keep moving along. So they said you don't use a mask. All right. I know it's not funny. But here's why. Show them what angle I'm looking at it from.
Okay.
Let me show you what I'm not looking at it. So I'm not looking at it like this, and the sparks hitting my eyes, obviously, or I'd be blind by now. Okay. So no, for real.
I know.
So look, this is the angle I'm looking at. I'm looking at it like this. So, right.
Right.
Put it
Right where you're.
all right. So this is where I'm at. All right.
The cup of the.
All right. Just like this.
The cup of the weld, the head on the torch is actually covering the.
That's why I move it back and forth to make sure I hit it in the right spot. Right? Which usually.
You're welding blind, basically.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So it's shadowing. It's shadowing the light. It's not. I'm not looking directly at the light. I appreciate all the concerns, by the way.
Obviously, if you're trying to TIG weld, that's not possible.
You can't do that with TIG welding. Like, even now,
we're not looking at it from this
angle. You're looking
angle
at it like
and
that, yeah.
flashed.
You'd be flashed. You'd be putting.
So he's looking at it like this.
Right, I'm looking at it from behind, so I move it, I see where I'm going, I make sure I hit the right spot.
Obviously, no. Do not try this.
Yeah, don't do this at home. I mean, I've been doing this, honestly, I've been doing this forever. And I'll tell you how it got started. So the mask I had got all really, before the other mask where you got to flip them up and down. So the mask got all scratched up. I couldn't see nothing out of it. It was worse with the mask than without it. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just keep doing it without the mask on. And then I kind of got used to doing it like that, and unfortunately, I've been doing it like that. So to me, it's not a big deal. I know a lot of guys thinking, "Oh my God, you drink, you're welding without a mask." And
obviously, when you're learning like me,
yeah, you need a mask.
You can't learn like that.
Don't learn that way, because then you'll never the right way. You'll never get it. So
I try to make them wear it as much as possible. So
yeah. Usually, it's more of a hassle with it on, because I could get my head in
small places,
smaller spots.
Like that's one thing. We do have one, like a mini mask for when you TIG welding, like trying to get upside down next to the bars.
We don't use half the crap we got.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Alright.
I'm like, why don't you use a plasma cutter? I don't know. I got one. I just don't use it. My buddy Steve gave it to me, actually. He's like, you don't have a plasma cutter? Here, I got a plasma cutter. You can have it. And he literally gave it to me. And it's still sitting in the same spot.
We've maybe used it
once.
maybe 5 times.
Yeah, I don't.
We can remember, and that's about
I
it.
doubt I used it 5 times. I even told him once, why don't you just take it back? You'll probably use it more than me. So don't be too concerned about my eyes. I'm good.
But do not do this at home.
Speaking of eyes,
yeah.
So if you do get, I get flashed more when these guys are TIG welding than when I weld my own. Trust me, because I'm trying to make sure, I'm trying to look and see what they're doing.
Yeah, and then forgets he doesn't have.
I'll clean that up. But that right now, so that's as strong as you boxed it. So even though it's not that thick, okay, but it's strong. When this is going to get welded to the dash bar, okay, and then that's going to get bolted to the steering column, so the steering column could come out if you wanted to come out. I mean, I could actually bolt this to the, but yeah, you're going to be taking that out.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? So if you get flashed, and you'll know when you get flashed. Trust me. You'll be sleeping. You'll go to sleep. You'll be okay. No big deal. If you don't wake up, you're lucky. What happens is, you kind of wake up, and your eyes, if you open your eyes after that, you're done. The key is to keep your eye closed, because there's all the fluid in your eye is keeping, it's number one, it's healing your eye, and number two, it's keeping your eyelid off your eyeball. Because what happens is when you get flashed, it's like committing Lasix to yourself. It actually burns and melts the layer of the clear skin off your eyeball. So what happens when it melts that, your eyelid scratches it and sticks to it and scratches it. So the fluid in there keeps it cushioned away.
Right, so you don't feel it.
Yeah. When you wake up and you open your eye and the fluid runs out, it's like somebody poured sand in your eyes. So if you could, and you know you got flashed, take 2 aspirins, put some eye drops in your eyes even before you go to bed, because once it happens, it's too late. You won't be able to open your eye to put anything in it. So take 2 aspirins. If you don't have anything to put in it, in your eyes, whole milk, like regular milk, put a couple of drops of milk in your eye, believe it or not, because it'll keep it sweet, and then go to sleep and don't wake up until you're supposed to. All right, there you go. Grinded it all nice, smoothie. Goes in here like that. All right, so got holes there. Those holes match up. That sits just like that. Whoop. Right in the middle. And then we already measured from here to there when we measured them in. Like 20 inches from the bottom of the steering wheel to the floor, which is right there like that. And that's gonna go like that. Okay? And then once that's all done, then we'll start fitting the dashboard. Alright, a little bit more welding to do. We'll see you in the next video. Have a nice day. Don't forget to like and subscribe.